True integrity ball. True integrity. 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 What's this? If in this game you want longevity, you got ball with true integrity. I know the game is like a referee, so you can never try to question me. This is what you call a specialty. Drew and Sean, that's a special team. All we do is reach our goals, then kick it like we calling in a special team. I can teach you how to strategy. I be filling up the stat sheets.
Welcome to another episode of True Integrity Ball. I'm your host, Drew. I'm here with my co-host, Sean. Man, I guess we're here today to go over the NFL or whatnot, man. And, you know, it's been it's already been a month, bro, since the season has passed, dog. We're already a month in, bro.
Yeah, bro. We was kind of, anxious for the season to get here. It gets here, and now we, going by so fast, bro.
Yeah, bro, man. Just before we jump into week 4, I guess we're gonna go over a few games from week 3, and I guess just off the top, bro, Miami versus Denver, man. I guess probably one of the best games of the week. Them boys put up 70 points, man, on Denver head. I'm not sure exactly how that happened. That was the highest scoring game since 1966, where the Washington Redskins at the time, they put up 72 points against the Giants. And the most points that's ever been put up in the NFL history, regular season and playoffs included, was in 1940. The Chicago Bears did a 73 blowout to the goddamn Redskins at that. So that was very, very interesting to see. But just to start off about the game, bro, honestly, in the grand scheme, that boy Cortland Sutton, that boy had 2 fumbles, bro. 2 key fumbles where them boys basically, that's where the game had changed at. I know one of those fumbles where the Dolphins basically scored, like within the 2 minutes, Broncos got the ball back, Cortland Sutton fumbled the ball, then them boys scored again right before the half, bro. So, honestly, for me, that's what really changed the game. Like I've been saying, bro, the Dolphins' offense is special. Them boys put up 70 points by accident, to be honest, bro. And I think they should have went for the highest scoring game in NFL history and beat the record, bro. What's your thoughts about this game, man?
Yeah, definitely didn't see them scoring 70 points. I thought the Broncos played pretty good defense. But as we talked about last week, I think Justin Simmons didn't play, so that was a key piece that was missed. And I think
it was missed.
Yeah, I think the Broncos, that locker room, man, that team, I mean, we're not in that locker room, but that team looked like they effort-wise, I feel like they've given up. We only, 3-4 weeks in, and I feel like they've given up. Russell Wilson, we talked about this already, man. He don't even look like the same guy. Mentally, I don't know what's going on. Since he left Seattle, he just has not been the same guy, and I just don't understand what the fall-off is. I get it. You don't have the same receivers, running backs, that same level of, consistency and just play style. Like those Marshawn Lynch, those guys, the Doug Baldwins, Metcalf, Seattle always had good pieces around him. Denver, I can't really say, Judy, those guys, they dropped the ball a lot. I think Judy had was top 5 in drops last year. Just no consistency, man. And then you come in with Sean Payton, you thought he was going to fix it. I mean, it's still early, it still could be fixed, but that team to me looked like they just quit. No effort, missed tackles. The Dolphins, we always talk about the Dolphins and scheme-wise what Mike McDaniel does, getting them guys ready to play. First of all, offensively, whatever he draws up, it's like it works. Whether it be the zone, the pass, they go for a slant, 90 yards down the field. So Dolphins definitely are rolling, and this look really good, man. They look really good.
Yeah, definitely, bro, man. I'm not sure where the Broncos go from here, man. Hopefully, Sean Payton and Russell Wilson, they turn it around, bro. Honestly, they don't have a choice, bro. But I guess we can move on to Houston versus Jacksonville, bro. Um, I guess one of the bigger upsets of the week. I believe the score was like 34-10, if I'm not mistaken, man. Honestly, bro, it looks like Jacksonville was just taking them lightly, bro. I guess they thought that Houston wasn't gonna be no match for them, and they surely was. C.J. Stroud looked good, bro. He was out there distributing ball efficiently. That boy Tank Dell from Houston went for 145 and a touchdown, bro. So he had a pretty good day. And they definitely had a kickoff return for a touchdown, which basically, made the score look so lopsided. But for Jacksonville, bro, I think their offense will be okay. They will eventually get it together. But Jacksonville defense, to me, bro, they are a bit suspect. I really don't trust their secondary as much. I think that will be their Achilles heel for this season, bro. What's your thoughts on this game, man?
Yeah, man. So the Texans have definitely surprised a lot of people early on, maybe a year early, but we did talk about, coaching wise, how we felt this team was going to play out, and we knew they were going to be a defensive team. But like you said, C.J. Stroud has been playing extremely well, very efficient. Defensively, I thought Jacksonville is a high-powered offense, and Houston was able to, keep them off the field for the most part, and definitely in the red zone. I think Jacksonville was in the red zone 3 times, and the Texans held them to a field goal each time. That was the difference in the game. You get down in that red zone.
I think they only put up on one touchdown, bro. The rest of their points
Right.
was field goal.
Right. They were in the low reds. I'm talking about at the 5-yard line. They couldn't get it in. So that's 21 points right there. If you could get that in. So that's why I say, defensively, Houston played a great game. We knew they were going to be a defensive team, like I said, with that scheme. Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence. A lot of people had him top 10 in the rankings coming into the season, and I just didn't see that. Because he's up and down. Yeah, he's a good talent, but it's up and down. This offense, as far as the weapons he has in that Doug Peterson offense, they should be a high-flying offense. And it's just like, they have a good week, and then the next week they just do so-so. So you said you think they'll be all right. I think they still will end up winning the division just off of pure talent. They have the most talented team in the division. So you'll be right. They'll be all right. But that defense, like we said, that defense is going to be at best average. That defense is not what this team goes off of. They're a high-scoring offense. If they can't score, they're not going to win. They're not going to win any games. So interesting to see how this division plays out going forward.
I ain't gonna call them a high-scoring offense. I mean, I guess we see flashes of it. Trevor Lawrence do be making some amazing throws or whatnot, but I still don't think they're trying to catch their footing or whatnot, especially with Calvin Ridley coming into the seat, new on the scene or whatnot. They'll eventually get it together. And one last thing before we move on, I did mention last week about Trevor Etienne being a good daily fantasy pickup. He did have 19 carries for 88 yards, 4 catches for 50 yards. So he has 17 points all together. So I just want to say he had a solid day. And eventually he'll have that same stat line and with probably 2 touchdowns as well. So just keep that in your back pocket for those fantasy, man. But I guess we can move on to Indy versus Baltimore, bro. I know you watched this game, dog. What you got to say, man?
Yeah, I watched this game from start to finish. This was the game I watched all day on Sunday. Yeah, long game, first of all, but Baltimore started off good, and then I think Lamar Jackson went down the field. Correct me if I'm wrong. He went 7 for 7. They got in the end zone, and then the next drive we got the ball back. Kenyon Drake went for like a 30-yard gain on the screen, and he fumbled the ball, and then that's when everything went downhill from there. One more time?
No, go ahead, go ahead. I was saying Kenyon Drake fumble.
Yeah. He fumbled, and then we kind of lost the momentum, man. The Colts, Zach Moss, who is actually from down here, he got into a momentum, and he was just running the ball on us, bro. He had over 100 yards, and they was getting whatever they want. I know that the Colts offensive line is pretty good, but I didn't expect him. He was out there looking like Jonathan Taylor, getting whatever he wanted. It was really moving the ball, and that's what it came down to. This new offensive coordinator we have, I think Todd Monken's is his name. I just feel like we still haven't opened the playbook yet, and part of that is to injury. I don't know what goes on in Baltimore as far as the injury room, but whoever their trainers are, they should be investigated, man. They have injuries like no other in the league every year. Marcus Williams is out. Ronnie Stanley is out. Gus Edwards left the game in a concussion protocol. Odell didn't even play. Rashad Bateman left the game. It's like, man, every game, every practice, we have guys down. So that's never good when your best guys aren't on the field. Mm-hmm. But this just came down to other thing is those two missed calls. I don't like to blame calls on the game on the ref. But those two calls, that pass interference on Zay Flowers, and then there was a face mask that was missed. If one of those calls are called, Baltimore wins that game. Also, Justin Tucker missed a field goal which he usually makes. I think it was a 61-yarder. He clearly, he didn't foot it right because he definitely it was inside the goal. He just didn't have enough leg power. So, that's 3 chances to win the game, man. And then plus the turnover, so you can't really put it in the refs' hands. Baltimore has to, take this L and grow for it, man. They definitely shouldn't have lost this game. Too many chances to win this game.
Yeah, definitely, bro. I would say that weather was a factor, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that was the deciding factor. Indy came to play, bro. Overall, bro, they other than those Kyle Hamilton sacks, bro, like you mentioned, Indy O-line was pretty decent, bro. Zach Moss went off for exactly 30 carries for 122 yards, bro, on the ground, and 2 catches for 23 yards and a touchdown over goddamn Patrick Queen, man. I'm not sure what be happening in pass coverage with that boy.
Better than decent. Their offensive line played a great game.
Yeah. I would say that probably just more in question of Ravens D-line, bro. Honestly, probably injury is a part, but for the past few years, man, Ravens haven't had that dominant D-line like they normally have. So hopefully in the draft or something, they will get that fixed. But overall, bro, like I mentioned, Indy came to play, bro. Their defense stepped up when they needed to. They made plays. And what I was going to mention, I know you mentioned about the penalties, bro. Like you mentioned, they had plenty of opportunities to win the game. So they shouldn't have even been in that position to even worry about a pass interference call. The game should have been over since regulation and not going in the overtime, bro. All right, bro. You want to go ahead and move on to the next game? Any last thoughts?
I will say Baltimore. So now I think they're second in the division. Pittsburgh is number 1. I mean, it really means nothing, but it does mean something because this is as you get down, week 12, week 13, every win counts in this division just because everybody is so talented, bro. In this division, I always say this is the toughest division in football. So every win counts. Baltimore had a chance to go up 3-0.
Yeah.
Compared to 2-1. So just we'll look at that a little later down the season. So.
Well, I can say that last year Kansas City did lose to Indianapolis as well. Mm-hmm. So them boys went on to win the Super Bowl. So hopefully they're just a blip on their schedule, man. But I guess we can move on to Tennessee at Cleveland, bro. Honestly, bro, Cleveland played a great game. I guess I'm going to start off with the top. That starting to see flashes of that old Deshaun Watson, bro. It seems that he's getting a bit more comfortable in that pocket. You can see him breaking more tackles that he's basically famous for, breaking those tackles in the pocket, man, and and extending those plays. That boy Coop basically went off for 7 catches, 116 yards, and a touchdown as well, man. But I think the bigger story of the day was Cleveland's defense, bro. They basically shut Tennessee all the way down, bro. Myles Garrett, he destroyed the Tennessee O-line. He had 3.5 sacks, bro. That boy is doing some numbers right now, man. But overall, bro, Cleveland defense is for real, bro. Them boys is probably playing like even though we've been saying that probably from the first episode, we mentioned that Cleveland was going to have one of the better defense. And that boy Denzel Ward, he had another solid day. He looking like an all-pro corner, man, which he playing like right at this moment, man. But as far as Tennessee, bro, I really don't have anything to say about them, dog. Cleveland just shut them down from top to bottom. And it was just a good day, a good win for Cleveland at this moment, bro. What's your thoughts, man?
Yeah, man, you hit it on the head. We both said that I felt like Cleveland was going to have a top 5 defense, but they're looking like the best defense in the NFL statistically and just everything, man. On all phases of defense, they look really good. I talked about Grant Delpit the last 2 weeks. Grant Delpit and Denzel Ward, man, they going to be all pros, bro. They're going to be all pro. They keep playing like
that. Yeah, they will.
Already an all pro, but he kind of fell off last year because of injuries. But Grant Delpit and Denzel Ward, bro, they look really good, bro. Like that, they look really good. And then Greg Newsome on the other side is good. And then you got Myles Garrett. He's moving around in this scheme now. Not just lining up and rushing on the outside, they moving him inside. And then you guys is Darius Smith on the other side, so that's creating opportunities, for the both of them. Because you can't really just dial in on Myles Garrett. Darius Smith is really talented as well. So Cleveland's defense looks really good, and they missed a big play with Coop. Coop actually got in the end zone on that play. He didn't step out, and they missed that call, so that was surprising. But nonetheless, Coop still had a good day. And like I've been saying about Deshaun Watson, mentally he was gonna get right, and get back on track. Just bear with him. You sit 2 years out, it takes a toll on you. So just give him a chance to come back. And Nick Chubb was not missed on Sunday. Like I said, that was going to be a better opportunity for Deshaun Watson to come back to life, because now you don't run the system through Chubb. You kind of give the keys to Deshaun Watson, so he comes back into what he was in Houston. So just look forward to that. I know they signed Kareem Hunt. It'll take him a few weeks to get up to speed, but this is not a run-first offense anymore. This is, more balanced offense now, so which will run in the favor of Deshaun Watson. So just key into that. I still think these Browns are going to be really good. They're going to get in the playoffs and could make some noise. Tennessee, I think they're going to be in the future. In the next few weeks, they lose a couple more games. They're going to start making some trades, man. Try to get some draft capital. Derrick Henry, like I said, once you go down and you play from behind with them, he's not on the field on passing downs. He might catch 1 or 2 screens, but they have a passing back that comes in for him. So Derrick Henry is really only effective in first and second down, and then third down if it's less than 3 yards. So it's like I could potentially see them trading him as well. And I know DeAndre Hopkins is saying to himself he made the wrong decision. Because Ryan Tannehill just, he's not that guy, like I said. He's an average quarterback at best, and they don't look good, man. They don't look good. So we'll see how this plays out. Sadly, if they keep losing, they're going to get a good coach fired. Mike Vrabel's going to get fired if they keep losing. So we'll see how the rest of the season plays out.
Yeah, man. It's going to be very interesting to see where Tennessee go from here. And that more than likely, probably Malik Willis get some snaps, or even Will Levis or Levi. He'll get some snaps, bro. But I guess we can move on to New England versus the Jets, man. New England did come out on top. I believe the score was 15-10. Both offense look anemic, bro. If I was either head coach, I would not feel good about the rest of the season. But at least both of their defense showed up like we knew they were going to. And like you've been saying, bro, since the past few episodes, the New England offense is so boring to watch, bro. It's very predictable. It look like it just don't look good, bro. And I could say the same thing for the Jets, bro. Their offense just abysmal, man. I'm not sure. Like we've been questioning Zach Wilson for all this time. It seems like Saleh got a lot of faith in him, just like you, Sean. So I'm not sure where the hell the Jets go from here, bro. I'm not sure where even New England go from here, bro. Because I know they ain't come out of here feeling good at all, bro. So what's your thoughts, man?
Yeah, like I was telling you in the beginning of the season, I don't know what you see in Mac Jones, man, but to me, like he on the bottom half of quarterbacks in the NFL. He doesn't do anything fancy.
Bill Belichick, bro. Bill Belichick.
It's just I don't know, man. I can't even say he looks bad because the other guy we talking about on the other side, that's a bad quarterback, man. Like he just go through the motions. But the Patriots, man, I think you're going to have to start looking for a quarterback. You probably could trade them into a different situation or get somebody even and there'd be a better situation in New England. Because New England, for the most part, I mean, at least you can run the ball and play defense. You got some talented backs. You have Juju caught 84 passes last year, so Juju is not a number one receiver, but I mean he's decent, and then Devontae Parker is decent, and then you got some tight ends. So I mean you get a better quarterback than Mac Jones in there, bro. You can make some noise. It's not a bad team at all. It's just the quarterback play. Quarterback is the most important person on the team, and when he's not good, your team's really not going to be that good unless you have a great defense like the '85 Bears or the 2000-2001 Ravens. So that's just how that is. The Jets, man. This guy Zach Wilson, man, I still say you go get Aaron Rodgers, and the reason why you got Aaron Rodgers is because Zach Wilson showed you what he was last year. So now you're forced to go back to him, and he looked like he got worse than last year when he got benched. So I don't know what you do, man. You got two great running backs, two great number one running backs. You got receivers and a great defense, and you can't score, man. So, like I said, this locker room is going to be lost, man. When you put that defense on the field so many times, the defense starts getting frustrated. There's a set amount of snaps that the defense, in their head and their coach that they want to play, Once you go so many 3-and-outs and your defense is on the field, you start getting frustrated, man. You're an NFL quarterback. You can't prolong drives. You can't score points. You're going to have some problems. And that's what it sounds like from the reports that are coming. I guess the reports are saying like Robert Saleh is backing Zach Wilson, which he's supposed to do. I mean, you can't down talk your quarterback right now. From a mental aspect, you kind of gotta keep control of the team. But by doing that, backing Zach Wilson, the rest of your team, your captains, they're gonna start. Like I said, it's gonna be some temperate flares. So we'll see how this plays out. I think they brought in Trevor Siemian, right?
Yeah.
Which I don't know if he's any better. They say he hasn't played in a while, so I don't know how this gonna play out. But the Jets, man.
Did you see the letter that Colin Kaepernick wrote to the Jets, bro? Asking to be their backup quarterback, man. What you think about that?
I would like it, but we both know that's not gonna happen, bro. Some people forget that the NFL paid Colin Kaepernick a settlement to go away. Yeah. So it's like they're not gonna come out and say that they're not gonna hire him to come in, but it's kind of known, bro. This man got paid. He won his settlement. They're not gonna hire him back. They lost the lawsuit. So why would they come back and hire him after I paid you $10 million to go away? So I don't know, man. I don't know. I know he was blackballed and he won, got his $10 million, and now he's trying to come back. So he was done wrong. That's all I can say. Not sure why he's trying to come back. So, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah. I see from a business point of view that you already done paid you a lawsuit, big dog. We basically paid you to go away, like you mentioned. From a business point of view, probably not signing him. But from a football point of view, bro, did you actually read the letter, bro?
I didn't read the letter, bro. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, if I was a GM, bro, from a football point of view, reading that letter, bro, I think I would have signed that boy, bro. That's how good that letter was, bro. It looked like it was very, very well thought out. Even though it was, bro, very thought out, bro. It went into details how you could help him and things like that. And it seemed like it could have been a win-win situation for the Jets, bro.
I know he's more talented than Zach Wilson and Trevor Siemian, but look at the color of his skin, and they pay him $10 million. That's the facts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If he really didn't wanted to play ball, bro, he could go to the Canadian League or go to the European League or he could go do something if he really, really wanted to play ball. So
he could, but like I said, you think about it from this aspect, bro. Like they paid him his $10 million, right? Think about the Deshaun Watson contract, right? How all the owners were saying they were getting ready to, collide together, and they didn't want Lamar Jackson or any other quarterback to get, $250 million guaranteed, and they were all going to come together to stop this. If the Jets would have tried to hire Colin Kaepernick, bro, them owners would have came together and stopped that, bro. So that's how I kind of know it's never going to happen, bro.
I got you, man. Well, I guess we can move on to the biggest upset of the week, man. Dallas at Arizona. What can I say, bro? I guess I could start off, bro. When I was just looking at the reports, bro, I did watch the game, went back and watched the game or whatnot. I noticed that Twitter starting O-line was out, bro. That boy Zach Martin and Tyron Smith, man. Both of them boys was out. But I guess I wanted to say right out the top, bro. I know one of the main things your reservation was about the Dallas Cowboys altogether was their offense, bro. It seems like CD and Tony Pollard is like their only reliable weapons at this moment, and it seems like I'm not sure if it's Dak or they just need another weapon or whatnot, or it's Gallup. Like, they just not performing at that high octane level as we were expecting them to play. But shout out to Arizona Cardinals for the win, bro. I know nobody really gave them a chance. Probably Sean did, I guess. He probably gave them a chance. But them boys definitely won outright, bro. That boy Hollywood Brown went for 61 yards and a touchdown. And I could say that I guess Trayvon Diggs was missed, man. He was replaced by Deron Bland, bro. I think he normally does play the nickel for the Cowboys. But he was on the outside, and they was definitely making plays over on his side or whatnot, bro. What you got to say about the Dallas, man, this game, bro?
Yeah, man. I thought Dallas was the best team in the league the way they looked, the first couple of weeks. But
yeah,
I felt like they had a weak schedule. You can't say that. So many Dallas fans. But nonetheless, they played the Cardinals. I guess you could say they took them for granted, man. Yeah, Josh Dobbs, he just got there 4 weeks ago, and he kind of lit them up low-key. Dak's decisions, man. I saw him throw a pick in the red zone, and that cost them. They went for it on fourth and couldn't get it, so like I said, man, I still don't see how they got better from last year, and it might not have shown up that much because you played a weak team, but once we get closer to the playoffs, it's gonna show, man. Once you double CD, I mean, who's gonna get the ball? That's my question. Tony Pollard, I mean, he's looked good, but he's not getting those runs that he was getting when he was coming in spelling Zeke. So that's the difference. When you're the feature back now, he's not getting those, he would come in and get those 10 to 12 carries, and he would usually take one, plus 20. That's not happening anymore. So it'd be interesting to see how they play. And then, I still think their defense is a top 3 defense. So it's going to fall on Dak, man, because the Cowboys going to play defense for the most part every week. So the Cardinals, like you said, shout out to the Cardinals. James Conner was the MVP of this game to me. He ran really hard. Was the best player on offense to me.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
That's all I can say, man. I didn't even, want to watch this game. It was on, so I watched it because I figured the Cowboys was gonna handle their business. But hey, it's the NFL, and these guys are the best of the best, and they come to play. Anything can happen.
Exactly, bro. These are professional football players, man. These boys got family to feed, just like on the other side of the ball. So anybody could get it on any given Sunday. And that's what happened on Sunday with the Arizona Cardinals and Dallas. But I guess we could wrap that up for week 3. And we're going to go ahead and jump into week 4, bro. I guess the first game we could talk about and jump into is Miami going to Buffalo, bro. At this moment, Vegas got the spread at 2.5. So they like Buffalo to win the game by 2.5 points, bro. It's kind of crazy that they actually giving Miami points. I guess they think that Buffalo is the better team. But overall, bro, let's see. Miami going to Buffalo. It's going to be an interesting game, to say the least. Do I expect big points out of both teams? Well, I can't say I think Miami gonna put up their points. It's just going to see if Buffalo could slow them down and if Josh Allen can keep up. I guess the past 2 weeks, Buffalo has showed what good teams supposed to do to bad teams. Win the game and win it confidently. So it's definitely nice to see that Buffalo, I guess, still one of the top teams in the NFL. Man. But I think it's a new day in the AFC East, man. And I really think Miami gonna pull it off, man. I don't think nobody could stop Miami offense, man. And as long as the Dolphins defense just do a decent job in trying to slow down Josh Allen, I think they're gonna pull off this victory, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Dolphins, man. No doubt in my mind. Buffalo, I'm not high on Josh Allen as everybody is. Everybody got Josh Allen as the second or third best quarterback in the league, and I think he gets a glorified pass for the decision he makes as far as the wild throws. But I'm going to take the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins will play some great defense, probably double Stephon Diggs and force Buffalo to run the ball, which I do not think Buffalo will be able to run the ball on the Dolphins, and then that's going to leave Josh Allen to kind of scramble out the pocket and throw a couple of picks. So we'll see how that plays out. The Dolphins, I think, should get Waddle back this week, and they should be rolling, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Raheem Mostert has looked pretty good, better than he ever has, even when he was in San Francisco. And A-Chain, the rookie out of Texas A&M, I know he got some garbage time in the third and fourth quarter, but as a rookie to score, to go for 200 yards in the last game, you start to build momentum. This is still the NFL, so look for him to play a bigger role going forward in this offense. He's going to be a good addition to this offense. He was if some people don't know, he was a sprinter at Texas A&M. He has world-class speed. So I think he ran the 100-meter. I don't know the time, but he's a 100-meter sprinter, and he's an Olympic runner. So look for him to start, gaining some momentum and get in the backfield a lot more. So be interesting to see. This is probably, to me, the biggest game on Sunday between this and the Ravens and the Browns. So can't wait to see this game.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, this is a division game, bro. It is at 1 o'clock. This is one of those games that we wish could be flexed out, but I think it is a little bit too early in the season for it. So we're just going to have to enjoy it at 1 o'clock, man. But I guess we can go ahead and move on to, just speaking of Baltimore, they're going to Cleveland. Cleveland is actually getting, well, they like Cleveland to win by 2.5 points, man. So they actually giving Baltimore 2.5 points. So I guess at the top, man, this is my money line underdog of the week, man. When I like a team that Vegas think that they're underdogs or whatnot and they expect them to lose, well, I like this team to win outright, man, especially this being a division game. Well, go ahead, bro. What's your thoughts about this game, man?
Yeah, you know Baltimore is my team. We're going against a great defense, a lot of speed. So they all Cleveland always plays Baltimore hard, man. Just like Pittsburgh, they always play. It's always a grind to
Yeah,
score points.
that's how division games are.
Yeah, but not like this, man. It's like it's be a bloodbath between Pittsburgh and the Browns, man. Even when the Ravens play, just not to go off topic, when the Ravens play the Bengals, usually it's high scoring. But when the Ravens play,
Yeah,
for some
yeah.
reason, the Browns and the Steelers, man, it's like they be out there hitting. You know what I'm saying? So we expect that. I'm looking for Lamar to have a great game. He's been playing good all season. Injuries, like we said earlier, are playing a factor, but it's the same thing every year. So he gets over the hump, and I'm hoping they can get going offensively as far as the passing game. You know, I want him to go over 300 yards. I want them to open the playbook up. Last week they were doing a lot of quarterback runs. The week before they not so much. So I'm hoping they can just go full pass mode. The Ravens gonna have to be ready to defend that passing game when hopefully Humphreys comes back and he can stick Coop. But the Browns do have some other pieces. Njoku, Elijah Moore, People Jones, those guys are good guys. So just hope the Ravens secondary is ready to play. You don't have to deal with Nick Chubb, so that's a plus. But you got to be ready to play. It's a division game, as you mentioned, and it's a big one. It's a big one.
Yeah, definitely, bro. I expect Buffalo to come out strong, bro. They took that L
Yeah,
last week in overtime. So I expect them to come back this week versus Cleveland and have a better game overall. Even though it is a division game, I know it's probably going to be a defensive battle, but Lamar Jackson been showing up these past few weeks, and I think he's going to continue to show up. Honestly, I don't care what defense out there. As long as Lamar at that quarterback, bro, he's going to do what Lamar does, man. It may not be as pretty as everyone would like it, highlight plays and things of that nature, but I think he will get the job done, bro. And that boy Zay Flowers, man, it looked like he may just be his favorite target. I'm not sure if that's just because, Odell out or whatnot, even though he was getting targets when Odell was in the game or whatever. But it seems like Zay Flowers even have a chance for probably Offensive Rookie of the Year if he keep playing like he playing, man. But I'm not going to just, second eye on Cleveland or whatnot, man. They definitely going to come to play. I just think that versus the Ravens defense, Deshaun just may struggle a bit. He may just took advantage of Tennessee on last week because their secondary is not the best. So I think they're going to play a better defense this week, man. Deshaun may not have as much open windows as he had before. I think those sacks that he was breaking last week, they'll probably get him on the floor this time. And I think at the end of the day, Baltimore will pull out the win and bounce back, bro, and get another W under their belt, man. Any last thoughts, bro?
No, I think you hit it on the head, bro. I hope Baltimore can pull it out. Really do.
Gotcha. All right, bro. We could go ahead and move on to Pittsburgh. They're going to Houston. Houston is actually getting some points, 2.5 points. So they do expect Pittsburgh. They expect Pittsburgh in a close game, basically like a field goal game or whatnot, man. And honestly, C.J. Stroud, he's been playing very well these past few weeks, like we mentioned at the top of the episode. But he's going against the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. And I think this week, hopefully, Mike Tomlin will scheme up for the rookie. I think that's Bill Belichick number that's crazy against rookie quarterbacks. But I'm pretty sure Mike Tomlin got a good record against rookie quarterbacks, man. If he can't scheme up against C.J. Stroud, I'm not sure what's going on with Mike Tomlin, man. So I definitely expect a good defensive game out of the Steelers, man. And as far as Houston, DeMeco Ryans going to have them boys playing, especially that defense. They're going to be spicy. They're going to be ready to play. They may give Pittsburgh some trouble. So I don't expect any blowout or anything like that. But I believe that Pickett and them boys should probably make one more play than C.J. Stroud and pull out the win. Or this may even be another defensive game for the Steelers because if I'm not mistaken, another tackle for Houston just got injured again. So I think they down with Larry Tunsil. I forgot the other right tackle named Howard, and another one of their tackles is out. So they may be down 3 tackles, man, and going against Pittsburgh, it may not be a pretty day, man. But overall, I expect Pittsburgh to pull out the win, and Kenny Pickett just make one more play than C.J. Stroud, bro.
Yeah, bro. This Kenny Pickett, man. I guess the Steelers are kind of invested in him, so they're going to have to just go through the growing pains. But Pittsburgh will play defense, so the Texans will play defense too. I actually think C.J. Stroud look better than Pickens, but I think the Steelers have the better overall team. So I think the Steelers.
C.J. Stroud been looking good, bro. He been looking good, dog. Yeah,
but I know he has, but most quarterbacks in the NFL look better than Kenny Pickett, bro. If Kenny Pickett's played any better, I think the Steelers will probably be undefeated, bro. But he's played so bad. This is why they're 2-1 right now. They could easily be 3-0, but nonetheless, we'll see how this plays out. I want to take Pittsburgh just because they have the better overall team, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans win because C.J. Stroud could go off and get them over the hump. Texans have a nice defense, bro. The Texans really do. Yeah. Jimmy Ward's back there. Stingley is back there. He came out of LSU a couple years ago. Stingley is nice, bro. He's sneaky nice. He low-key is a top 15 coming up the top 10 corner. He's a young guy.
Bro, I think Stingley got hurt, bro.
He got hurt?
Bro, let me check for you right now, dog. He got hurt, bro.
I haven't watched the Texans, paid attention to the Texans. I was watching the game since they played the Ravens that first week, and he was going with traveling with Odell, bro. So that's why I say he low key is nice, bro.
That's up here, man. That's out. Yeah, dog. Stingley out, dog.
What's the injury?
Let me see.
Hopefully nothing too serious.
Hopefully. Oh, DJ Escape over there. Derek Stingley Jr., IR.
Damn. Yeah, that shit serious. He on IR, bro. Yeah, that shit serious.
Let me tell you, bro. Yeah. Oh, hamstring, bro. Hamstring.
Man, that's not good, bro. Because that shit only way that shit gonna get better is if he chill out on it. The more stress he put on it, worse it's gonna get. And so that's one of them injuries that's just gonna linger on as the season goes. That's why they put him on IR. Yeah, that's a big one too. He their number one corner. We'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah, bro. I think they'll be all right. D'Amico Ryan's gonna coach them up, bro. Kenny Pickett ain't no all-world quarterback, so Houston definitely may have a chance. I guess if they do end up winning this game, probably Kenny Pickett put the ball in the Texans' hands or whatnot, man. Mm-hmm. But I guess we could move on to Cincinnati versus Tennessee then. Tennessee, I guess this is probably one of the most underperforming teams that we have seen so far. I know we talked about Tennessee at the top of the episode, man. Hopefully they show up, bro. You know, Mike Vrabel is one of the better coaches in the league. I know he's definitely upset what he's seeing right now, but their O-line is just not the same, so they're not opening up those holes for Derrick Henry. Ryan Tannehill is another year older. DeAndre Hopkins definitely still flashing, man, but you know, he ain't got the person to get that ball into his hands, bro. So Cincinnati, it seems like they're starting to wake up. I know Joe Burrow did say on last week Monday that he came out the game healthy and no setback with his calves. So hopefully he continues to get more healthy. And their offense continue to pick up. It was nice to see Chase. I believe he went for like 10 or 11 catches for like 122 yards, something like that. Hopefully he keep it going. Joe Mixon. And I know for a fact they're going to get T. Higgins involved. They're probably going to draw out those plays this week for him at Tennessee, since Tennessee's secondary is kind of suspect at this moment, kind of vulnerable. So I expect, honestly, bro, Tennessee always give Cincinnati trouble. If I'm not mistaken, that was probably one of the biggest upset of last year, man. I think when Tennessee beat Cincinnati in the regular season or whatnot, man. But I think Cincinnati, they're going to pick up another W. I just want to see what Tennessee do before I actually could pick them or have any faith in them, man. Because it's not looking that well right now, bro.
Yeah, man. Like I said, way Tannehill playing, bro. Mike Vrabel might be gone midway through the season. And they might just, tank and ship the roster out. Like I said, they were talking about shopping Derrick Henry to be traded before the season was started, which I didn't understand. But, as you research and read, I understand why. Like I said, he's not on the field on third down. He's not a factor.
Yeah.
First and second down and third and 3 and under, that's when he's on the field. So it's like, outside of that, I mean, people have pretty much schemed on the Titans as well. I mean, they don't respect the passing game. I know everybody was loading the box, years before, and then Henry would rip off these 80, 90-yard runs, but it's like it's not even happening. You already said the O-line, a lot of changes with the O-line, so that makes a difference, and it's just not the same. I'm taking the Bengals, man. We watched the Bengals play the Rams last week, and we saw the cap injury with Joe Burrow. He was able to manage. When that pocket is clean, he didn't have to move. He was able to make his throws. You saw they didn't really push the ball down the field, though. So that could be some concern as you get to the next few games when it's a more talented team. So just be interesting to see. And Burrow wasn't hit a lot in that game as well. So we'll see. The Titans' D-line is pretty good. It's probably the strongest part of their team outside of Derrick Henry. I think Bud Dupree is on the outside and Jeffrey Simmons is on the inside.
Yeah.
So they have a pretty good D-line. Be interesting to see if they can get some pressure on Burrow and affect that calf. That's the only way Tennessee better stand this game, man.
Yeah, man. I guess it's just going to be interesting to see. But I guess the last game we'll talk about for this week is New England is going to Dallas, bro. I think it's going to be another interesting game, bro. Two of the top defense coming to play each other. I'm not sure if we want to say Dallas offense is struggling, but I guess two of the struggling offense. And it's going to be, I guess there's going to be a game of coaching, man. Bill Belichick versus Mike McCarthy. Who could scheme up or draw better plays for the defense or for the offense per se. And Vegas got this game by 7 points, bro. They like Dallas to beat New England by 7. I think that's a little bit too much, man. I guess nobody has faith in New England offense and just more faith in Dallas. But I would definitely take Dallas to win the game overall, but definitely New England to cover those 7 points, man. I won't even be surprised if New England wins the game, bro. Dallas did just come out of L last week. I don't think they're going to want to take 2 L's in a row, bro. So Dallas will come out to play, but New England definitely going to give them boys a run for their money, man. What you think, dog?
Yeah, I'm going to take Dallas. Only way this game I feel like will be really close is if Dak pretty much throws the game away as far as turnovers. Usually they get in trouble when he starts forcing the ball, misses a read. So if he can have a clean game, Dallas should be able to win easily. I don't see Mac Jones, really throwing that much on this Dallas defense. I really don't see it. Michael Parsons, I feel like it's going to disrupt that backfield a lot, and I feel like Mac Jones going to have to get the ball out quick. So I think Mac Jones is going to throw at least one pick, and I don't think I really don't think they're gonna be able to push the ball down the field on Dallas, man. So we'll see how that plays out. Dak, like I said, it could be a close game if Dak, turns the ball over as well to the Patriots defense. Patriots defense is no slouch. Patriots defense is actually very talented. It's just that Mac Jones, as we mentioned earlier, the offense does not score, so the defense is always on the field. So we'll see how this plays out. This might be one of the games where the Cowboys got to come out offensively, man. This might be that game because the last three games, defense has shined outside of this Cardinals game. Defense has shined, spotted Drew a couple of touchdowns. Defense scored twice, right? For Cowboys. So we'll see how the Cowboys offense looks against the Patriots defense. It's definitely one of the boring. If you're not a Cowboys fan, I feel like this is a boring game. I hate watching the Patriots play, bro. I really do. Mac Jones is just like, I honestly could watch the Cardinals play offensively. I enjoy watching the Cardinals play offensively more than the Patriots, man. Just Mac Jones just does nothing. Nothing, for me to enjoy watching the game. So we'll see.
Yeah, bro. I guess we'll leave it at that, man. And I guess that is it for week 4. I guess wrapping up for recapping week 3 and going over a few games for week 4, man. And we will see you guys next week, man. Deuces.